Let's see which enemies we have to face. Now we have the Buckethead zombie. The last time I did the mistake of thinking that the magnet room would take away the pole from the pole vaulting zombie, which isn't the case, and I apologize for that. I don't know, I just had some sort of meltdown. But it does work on the buckets, on the diggers, they're whatever it's called that they dig with when they dig underground for you, and yeah, stuff like that. So let's see what we'll have. We'll try and make up as much as possible of those. We want a shooter. We want that for a backup type of thing. Actually, I think we can make do with a fair amount of just, you know, general protection, more or less. Actually, let's see. Should I... We actually might wanna have a few of those, because they work rather well, actually. Now, last time I came into a subject that is sort of dear to my heart, in a way, funny enough, which is parenthood and children and schools, education, children playing with other children, children who murder other children, stuff like that. Well, a bit morbid, but the whole, you know, aspect of this, bullying, eating disorders among children, stuff like this, it really, it interests me. I'm not gonna say otherwise. And, shit! Tell me I made a mistake again! Nah, I think we should be alright if we throw that in there. And just keep these going. I think this is gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Otherwise, you know, shoot me. Mistaken. Already we have the ones with a little bit more protection to them coming on, which is unfortunate. But it doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world. Not necessarily. So anyway, back to my fascination with humans and human behavior and children and parents in particular. There's this thing that some parents have a tendency to do, which I think is more silly, harmful than they might, you know, realize. Which is the way that some will overprotect their children in a very, I think, counterproductive way. And I understand that parents would want to, you know, do everything to protect their children. I mean, definitely, I get it. But let's see what we get. There's another one of these types, possibly. So it's talking about children getting hurt in, say, playgrounds, or, you know, a gym class in school, and, you know, you name it. Which is sort of part of growing up and unavoidable in a sense, and also, if you have broken something, or at least, you know, you don't have to break your arms, it's not like that. I mean, you don't have to go to... But I mean, if you haven't experienced any type of injury or pain of a more quote-unquote, as I am so fond of saying, serious nature, then how are you even gonna handle, you know, that type of pain or injury further on? And it's also, in a sense, it sort of prepares you to a degree, but it's also a learning curve, and it makes you stronger. Not necessarily in the sense that, I mean, say if you sprain your ankle, it's easier for you to sprain it again. So you don't want to, you know, sprain your ankles to a silly degree. But you will perhaps want to have some sort of idea about how things work. How much does this hurt? Can I take it? And the chance is that if you have experienced some pain before, you're gonna handle pain further on better, because you are learning from it, you're getting used to it. Not that you should beat your kids up, because if you beat your kid up, it will learn to fight and beat. And today, there's not really much sense in that. I mean, that's not a valuable type of thing to know. I'm for protection and to be able to protect yourself, but you shouldn't just want to turn into a bully or someone that's so strong and doesn't understand how strong they are and just hurt others with no logic, sense of, you know, purpose. But I mean, in like these family groups of children in the PTA or whatever it's called, there's always going to be one of those overprotective parents who is going to want to have all sport activities removed because it's dangerous, and they're going to want to have all the slides and the swings and everything of that sort taken away because children can get hurt by it. Please. I mean, don't you think that by all the wars that we humans have fought and had, and all the pollution and everything, by just setting a child to this world, you're putting it in danger? I mean, the potatoes that you feed your kid is probably from a soil that is radioactive, for God's sake, you know? It's not that big of a deal. Can't really protect them in that sense.